The purpose of report writing is twofold. Firstly, it is to take a situation or a context and to summarize and analyze key facts regarding that. Secondly, it is to make recommendations. Now, what we get from this is that as a report writer, you are actually an investigator. Your job is to investigate a specific situation or occurrence, summarize it, analyze it, give these facts in written form, and then make specific recommendations. Now, to be a good investigator, you've got to ask two questions. Question 1, who is my audience? And question 2, what is my purpose? If you want to write a good report, then you need to know whom you're writing this report to. What is the level of your audience? What are the positions of the people who read this report? Depending on that, you would pitch the language, you would pitch the amount of analysis that you do, etc., etc. Secondly, what's my purpose? You need to know exactly why it was required of you to write this report. What type of analysis would the people who need this report ask from you or need from you? 3 very important things to avoid when writing a report is firstly subjective and emotional writing. You're not busy with a novel, you're writing a report. And what we need are facts. We do not want to know how you feel or what it makes other people feel like. We need to know exactly what are the facts here. What would the objective person, the reasonable man in the street, make from this? The second thing is creative writing. You are not busy painting the Mona Lisa. You're not busy trying to sell a book here. We need facts. We need to know exactly what the reasonable man on the street would make from this. Thirdly, nice to know facts. What we want in a report is need to know facts. When people wake up in the morning, reading your report is not the most important part of their day. A report is an official document and therefore it has a formal structure. It's a formal document. Many people will read this report. This report would change many desks and go through many hands, and many eyes will see this. Therefore, there's a very official structure and a formal structure that report has to take. Starting with the title page. The title page is a page that very clearly explains what the reason for this report is, who wrote this report, and when was this report written, the basic data. Then we start with an executive summary so that we can very quickly scan through this and see what exactly is this report about and where is it leading us. The executive summary should never be more than a page. In fact, it should be much less than a page, rather about 3 or 4 paragraphs. Then there's the table of contents. The table of contents helps us to quickly refer to specific pages. The normal situation is senior manager will take this report, look at the title page, quickly read the executive summary, and then go to something specific. It's very unlikely for a senior manager to go through the whole report and read it from page 1 to page 200. So the table of contents helps us to go to places and come back to places. Then give a brief introduction. It's good in the introduction to tell people who asked you to write the report. In other words, what was your task? And, just introducing basically what you're investigating here and where this is leading. The body should give the facts. The body is your analysis. It's what you make from this. And it's the facts that you've basically collected. Then there's the conclusion. The conclusion should give very clear recommendations. Keep it short. In the conclusion, preferably bullet points telling us this is what we've analyzed and this is what we intend to do about this, or this is what you recommend to be done about this. Reference list, what were your research, which documents have you looked at? This could be the organizational strategy, or it could be a certain document from consultants, etc., etc. And then of course the appendix, what are your annexes to this, which documents are supporting this report. Keep to this body. It's impossible, unfortunately, to give you a template here. Reports are too big for that. Most reports, I know of some reports that comprise of more than 1,000 pages. So try and stick to the report structure given here.